A very messy final to this Vuelta Femenina sprint, and if you try and stop this rider from celebrating, you're in great danger. This was the first sprint stage, first road stage north of Valencia, finishing in Moncofa. There's a not that difficult climb to the Puerto de Loronet, which is like, I don't know, 4Ks, 5%. It's not savage, it's like 30Ks from the finish. Looks really, really good for Marianne Vos. There's also Charlotte Kool here, but just a day for Vollering and Riolini and Trek to get through without any issues, especially in these wet roads, which are bit of rain comes, bit of rain goes. It's on and off in the rain. And here's this climb starting. Breakaway starts to attack itself. They're done for. They've been paced back by DSM, who kept the pace all day. But Visma Lisa bike on this 6K 4% climb see an opportunity to put the quicker or the pure bunch sprinter Charlotte Kool under pressure, and that they do, setting a really hard pace. Over the top, though, we can't see exactly where she is, where the groups are, what the gaps are. Definitely some riders have been dropped. We can see Ninka Vinka on the back for DSM, but this isn't the last group. She's a good climber. She was just out of position and seemed unfazed by being split. Spratt starts to hit it on the descent to keep Riolini and Longoborghini safe. Groups are then coming back. Got the valley afterwards. People are trying to assess who's in the group, and it's small. That's the peloton after the descent. That is like 40 riders and riders coming back like that Ninka Vinka group, but where is Charlotte Kool? And very quickly, we see Visma Lisa bike get one rider on the front, but still there's Annika Dijkstra attacking before the intermediate sprint. It's not like it was full gas. Only with 25Ks or so to go, we see Tennille Campbell for Jayco, Liv Jayco, Visma Lisa bike and Movistar pacing, and that is because this group, it's behind the barrage. DSM pacing, UAE ADQ pacing, because Charlotte Kool is in this group. She was dropped on the climb. The gap was maybe 130 at a point, but it came down pretty quickly. Ellen van Dijk also started. You see her, she was in front of her, despite her crash yesterday. EF also pacing for Alison Jackson, who won the group sprint in Paris-Roubaix. Vollering and SD Works, they're chilling. They don't have to do anything because there's 3 teams or 4 teams chopping off on the front. Jayco are going for Ingvild Gasken, who came third in Amstel Gold Race, who's sort of been a revelation this spring and is very, very fast in a sprint. But Vos is the big favourite. She's got 4 teammates around her. Charlotte Kool's off the back. The sprint field here isn't the best, but then the pace really comes out of the race. You see riders from the back coming up with more speed, and this group is within sight. It looks like with 5Ks to go. Is Charlotte Kool, they're going to let her back in? Or is it going to be too late for her? There's actually then this highway overpass. That seems to do for the chase, and then the pace really gets back on in the peloton with Little Trek on the front, pacing with Dignan. But these roundabouts in the wet cause all sorts of problems. There's one crash, not the biggest, on with about 3Ks to go. I don't know if it was before or after, or if they get the same time. You see Vollering's actually right there, sort of caught up in it. But also what looks like Marianne Vos doing a cyclocross remount of her bike. And things get even worse because it looks like someone just goes down on a touch of wheels. The very next frame, the EF rider, about third wheel, goes down in the next roundabout as they enter Moncofa. And look who's just behind her. I don't know if that's Ingvild, but it's definitely Alison Jackson in the red jersey because she's Canadian champ. And which is very close to the Roland jersey. This rider from AG Insurance goes over this barrier and down into the ditch below. She's actually thankfully gets straight back up. Nasty crash, and now the peloton's really split into pieces. Alison Jackson survived it. She somehow didn't crash, and fortunately for her, it really does impact the sprint for her in a positive way in the end. Lippert and other riders are caught back. Jayco's lead out is gone. Bujak, I think, for Movistar then attacks, and there's a group of 6 chasing her. And Alison Jackson's just sitting like second wheel in that chase, third wheel in that chase, not pulling. She's waiting for her teammates to come back. Vos and whoever is behind, we have no idea where Vos is now after the second crash. They're trying to come back and go full gas, but Jackson's just looking back like, well, she can wait. Got Alpecin or Phoenix de Koenig rather just pacing. She's going to be happy sprinting from this group of 5, and with 1,400 meters to go, it's the other riders having to do a massive effort to bring this back, who are caught behind that second crash, and eventually they do come back, but it's like, who's here? Nuvia Dome is sniffing around like, maybe I can get some bonus seconds, because there's not really any sprinters here. In the range, she has like 100% max power. Then Faulkner comes up. Finally, Jackson gets some reinforcements and her lead out back. Faulkner straight on the front. The new signing for EF Education Canada, or recent signing for them rather, and she's got like super 1 minute power, 2 minute power, big engine, launches Alison Jackson with just under 200 meters to go, and with saving that energy, fortuitously or not, maybe it made a difference, but also we saw after a hard old day in Paris-Roubaix, she's able to win sprints, and today was no different, beating Blanca Vache, Kasia Niewiadoma, Caroline Swinkels, and Ingevild Gaskin, who got a bit boxed in actually, then had to come round Niewiadoma. But Alison Jackson, once they came out of her draft, they were not gaining on her. Like, they looked like they were going well in the draft, but if you try and, celebrating Alison Jackson, look, if she nearly takes Faulkner out, that's a health hazard. Faulkner's like, oh, whoa, what's going on? The lead out was good. I'm not sure it was that good. Jackson's going absolutely crazy. Great to see the energy, and congrats to EF Education. Cannondale, they're not even a World Tour team. Realistically, they are one of the better teams, and they are a World Tour level team, but Jackson wins out of Vache, Swinkels, Niewiadoma, Gaskin, Vettorolo, Smulders, Perkins, Kruk, and Faulkner. Here's what Jackson had to say after the stage.
Oh, man. I came in with a real fire to win this. Even starting with the rain, you take a mentality that it either can be really good or, you have to be a bit careful. Basically, I was just in the right position at the right time with teammates to take care of me right from the beginning to the finish, and then just make the right decisions. That basically crashes were happening and I kept being safe, playing it smart. And then in the final, it was all due to my teammates in every moment, just making up the distance lost. And then, in the final, the group kind of caught the 4 of us that were made it through the crashes first. And my teammate Kristen was there. She went at 500 full gas, and she is so strong. I knew that no one would be able to come around. I got to choose my sprint when I wanted it to happen, and just unbelievable to come with the win. I was going to do anything it took to do my best to get this win, and the team super believed in me, from staff to riders, and I totally took that to heart. To have a win in this season in the Vuelta España is just, it's another great thing to put on the resume.
Thank you very much, and enjoy the victory.
Thank you. Cannondale!
Hope you enjoyed the video. Tomorrow looks very similar to today. A lumpy stage. Will Visma try and put Call under pressure? I dare say they should, to give Vos another opportunity to go for the sprinters. Ciao.